दिल है मुश्किल जीना यहाँ, जरा हट के जरा बच के, ये है बॉम्बे मेरी जान.
Yes, yes. Bombay, a bustling metropolis at the turn of the century. Bombay needed, for its thousands with modest means, a place to drop in for an inexpensive cup of tea. Some wholesome snacks or a simple meal. Thus emerged out of that toil of the fleeing Irani Zoroastrians, the Irani joint or the Irani cafe. These cafes welcomed everyone, creating an environment that was classless and even casteless. Some even posted signs saying, "Everybody welcome" or "All castes welcome." Welcome, of course, for a cup of chai with broon or bun maska, cake and pudding. In the 1950s, there were over 350 of them. Today, there are hardly 30 left. Yes, I'm talking about the unfriendly neighborhood cafe or the Irani cafe that was once part of Mumbai. But one such cafe has stood the strength of time. It's called Cafe Sasanian Boulangerie, and that's where we're heading to celebrate with some broon, maska and chai. Come along, let's go. High ceilings, tiled flooring, Italian marble top tables, bent wood chairs, mirrored walls. Cafe Sasanian, with all its windows full of freshly baked cakes, patties and biscuit, is frozen in time. Yet, its essence is as alive as it was a century ago. Along with my bun, maska, broon, chai and khari are the two partners of Sasanian. There is Adi Yazdabadi.
Hello.
Adi and Mehrdad Kola.
Yes.
Everybody goes to
Yes.
First of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
An institution of this sort completing 100 years and more than that with no plan to shut it down.
We hope.
But hope is good because from a large amount of Irani restaurants, today there are very few left. Who started the restaurant first?
It was his grandfather who started it in 1913. And first the name was K.R. Sasanian.
Okay.
In 1947, it was named as Sasanian and Company.
Company, okay. And your family got involved at?
In 47, my father got involved.
They got involved. Okay. So while it looks like a very relaxed place, for the people running the restaurant, it's a very hard life.
Very hard.
Very hard.
Speaking of a hard life, if I may go back in time a bit, the Irani people who came to Mumbai, who escaped from Iran and came here, have always been a very hard-working community, haven't they?
But have you noticed something? That the only trade they actually go into is the Irani
In
restaurant.
the Irani restaurant or the cafe. But when the restaurant opened in 1913, way back then, what was served over here?
Originally, we used to serve this burun maska, chai,
Burun maska?
bun maska, chai,
chai.
khari biscuits, and then we had small glass cakes, sponge cakes, and all that. Then later on, we started with plum cakes and other
Cakes,
things,
plum cakes,
all those things.
and the patties and all.
Yeah.
So it originally started like a tea shop and a bakery,
Yes.
or a boulangerie as you call it.
No, not Boulangerie was given, name was given in 1995, 4 or 5 when my wife made that section. And my partner who was there, his brother Shahrukh, he also gave us the boost because we were dying out.
Okay.
So we required a
Little
change.
something.
So we started off with chicken rolls, chili chicken rolls, Manchurian chicken rolls, puffs, everything.
Today you've got a very sort of good
big
menu,
menu. Yes.
in terms of the Parsi food.
Yes, sir.
So you got a dansak.
I've got dansak, I've got sali chicken, I've got chicken curry rice.
So I think I'd love to first have a look at your bakery to see how these lovely chicken puffs are made. But let's go, come on. Okay, so this is where all the biscuits and the patties happen. Yummy! Smooth, white, soft dough is rolled out. With a swift hand, the dough is cut. Now the dough is delicately placed on the molds. The filling of the puff comes next. Whether it's the chicken, the mince, or the veg. The patties are now covered and with deft hands put in the oven for it to turn into a fluffy, brown and flaky puff. Soft, flaky pastry and hot chicken and white sauce inside. Really nice.
These are my veg puffs.
Veg puff.
These are my mutton puffs.
Oh, ho, ho. The chicken patties was fantastic. Now for the mutton patties. Perfect. Again, you know, I love the stuffing. I love the way the mince is made. But it's the outside, the pastry, that makes it spectacular. Flaky, because it contains a lot of butter and ghee and everything. That's why it's so nice, no? We've done the patties, we've seen the bakery. Now I think we should go inside and cook some food. Huh, shall we? Chalo, food. Okay, we're all set to make the dansak. Mehwan is going to tell us exactly how it is made. And the Namaskar, aapka naam? Rajesh. Rajesh is going to make it. Okay, let's start. We've got oil in the pan. And क्या डाला उसमें? करी पत्ता. And onion. Onion is getting nice and fried. It's very important for the onion to go nice and brown and red and golden. Otherwise, there's no fun in the taste. Which है?
Garlic.
Adrak lasan. So ginger garlic paste going in.
These are all the dansak masalas.
So this is dansak masala, this is garam masala, and this is dhanu jeera.
Dana.
So dhania and jeera powder, roasted. Now all the masalas are going in. Starting with the green chili paste, dhanu jeera, dhania and jeera powder, garam masala,
And this is dansak masala.
and this is the special dansak masala. And now all the fragrances and all the aromas are coming from this wonderful mixture of masalas. Of stock. हरा पुदीना और धनिया freshly chopped.
Yeah.
Look at the amount that's gone in there. Huge amount. Meron, this is the dal that is being kept ready.
Yeah, it is prepared from first and it has been kept. We put tomatoes and pumpkins inside it.
It's boiled and kept ready. So
Yes.
tur dal with pumpkin and tomato boiled and kept ready. Now in goes the dal. And watch it, watch it.